To your reading. We're looking at the current energy, so let's jump in. Hey, Thomas. You're not gonna wait for them, huh? Or maybe this is telling you not to. I don't know. Who's the player? Some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Are you stressed out, Gemini? This is the last one for tonight. Hey, Hillary. Hey, Light and Dark. Thanks for sticking with your girl. Hey, Auntie Faye. So, some of y'all could be stressed out with work, but it's like the alternative is not having work. So, what do? Some of y'all would just want to say, F it. But what is this, Gemini? Is this your energy? Either this, it's like two people. Maybe somebody's stressed about work and the other person may not be working or something like that. But something is causing a lot of stress. Something is causing a lot of stress. You could be a couple, and it's like maybe you're working, your partner's not working, or maybe you're trying to work on the relationship, but the partner is not working on the relationship. And you may be like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for something anymore. I don't know. Let's see what this is. Some of y'all could like wearing boots. Now I'm hearing these boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. See how it resonates. Now I'm hearing I can buy myself flowers. Ooh, what's going on, Gemini? Come up out of that dark room. Somebody could be going through like narcissistic abuse. And they're trying to get away from it. But they may not be able to like get all the way away. If that makes sense. If this is you, it's like you're just trying to get a break from somebody. You don't really trust this person. You could be isolating yourself from someone. You don't really trust them. He said, don't make you scream the song. Hey, Cindy. You just turn the lights off. I'm next, Sean. I'm next. This could be a lover. It's like, oh, I know this feeling. It's like, baby, you are draining. You're draining me. Like being around you, it's like, you come home and you about to turn on your block and you slow the car down because you feel the energy of what you about to go through. When you walk in the house, you feel it before you even go in there. That's what somebody's going through right now. You got somebody really codependent on you, but you're not saying anything. You're not saying like how disappointing something is for you. It's like somebody's not speaking up. Didn't I do a short for you that says somebody needs to speak up recently? Somebody's disappointed. Is it you? It's like, something's not working. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance card. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Both of these are in the reverse. What is What's the big stressor about in this? What's the alternative? Because there's an option here between two paths. Is that what I'm saying? The thing about narcissistic abuse is it feels like damn if you do, damn if you don't, because it's kind of like the thing that you don't need the most. You kind of panic without it. You know, it's like some pimp shit. It's like, let me lure you in with all of the things that you like, and then as soon as your guard is down, I'm gonna beat you. You know what I mean? Break you, and um, and then you wonder why, and you wonder when that good part is gonna come out again, and you kind of wait there, even though you know it's dangerous. That's kind of what's like going through it with like narcissistic people, because it's like, why am I still here? I don't know, but there's always some sort of perk before the punch, okay? And then the perk comes back for a minute, and then the punch comes back. It's like, it's a terrible, terrible thing to go through. Terrible thing to go through. And it's like you almost want this person's approval, even though they don't mean much. Okay? Because by the time you wake up and snap out of it and realize that you don't need that, and I said this to somebody recently, it's like, by the time you wake up and realize that what the hell am I doing, it's still hard to walk away. It's still like you still feel like something's missing. It's you. You've been missing. There ain't nobody else. I said this to somebody the other day. I was like, it's almost like when the military goes and they set up in somebody else's country. And you know, and let me not talk too much about that. But imagine somebody coming in and setting up shop in your home, okay? And they're changing everything and they're throwing everything off, and that, you know, just for example, right? But it's your home, it's your country, it's your whatever. But it's almost like you forget that you had power over that. You forget that it was yours. Um, and I told that person, you got to tear down the shop. Because it's like, yeah, they could leave, but they've already set up shop. It's like they've already implemented some sort of thing that you didn't plan for. You didn't ask for it. You most definitely did not ask for it. Most of the stuff that you go through with narcissistic people, you did not ask them for the gifts, the abuse, none of the stuff. You know what I mean? Somebody's been infiltrated. Like something like this feels like, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's like, how did you get in here? That's what this is feeling like. But the longer once you separate, the more of your strength that comes back to you. Is there PTSD associated with dealing with narcissists? Hell yeah. And I told this person, I was like, you probably, I said, I gave them the example of when I went through it. And I said, I haven't been the same since, to be honest. But I said, I don't think it's about being the same afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell have you ever been the same afterwards? So it's like, if you're going through something like that, it's not about, oh, they took my innocence and, oh, I just can never recover. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. A lot of times people like that are able to infiltrate your spirit because you forgot to talk to God, you know, and they keep you so consumed that who's God? You know what I mean? They want to be your God. Okay. So you just got to be very careful with that. And that's why they isolate you. You know, that's why they isolate you. That's why they have to make you believe that nobody else can be what they are and all that kind of shit. So be very, if this sounds like your situation, then this is probably what you're going through. And somebody's gonna save you. I mean, God's gonna save you. You probably gonna end up saving yourself, but there is someone that's going to come along and kind of wake you up. Okay, there's something that's gonna come along and wake you up. What is this? It could be, you know what wakes you up the most? You know what woke me up? I realized how, like, when I went over my finances the next year after dealing with an asshole, and I saw that from, let's just say 2015, I made this much, and then 2016, it was like, like it was a very significant difference. And I said, oh, you gotta go. Like that's what woke me up. Okay. And then started the recovery process. So there's gonna be something that wakes you up and you're gonna be like, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh hell no. Like something, it's gonna be like something ain't adding up. It could be, you ever went through so much with somebody and then found out they was cheating on you? And it's like, I don't know. Something's going to be like the audacity for you, okay? And it's going to be so triggering, and then you're not going to be able to unsee it. You're not going to be able to unsee it. And when I tell you, the thing about it is you'll be so caught up with that narcissistic energy, and then once you wake up, you could never even force yourself to be in love with them again. And the thing that gets you is you so busy wondering, like, was I in love? Or is something wrong with me? Like you just, it really makes you question yourself, but don't. Because the thing about it is, I was telling somebody not too long ago, I said, don't be afraid, okay? The devil loves fear, okay? If I can scare you, then I got you, you know? So you cannot operate in the spirit of fear. God has not given that to you. Power, love, and a sound mind. That's how you beat a narcissist. Okay? You gotta go with God. You've already been dancing with the devil, darling. Sorry to tell you. Okay, they're really good in bed. They're usually very attractive. They have a little script that they go by, and once you wake up, you're gonna realize how lame this shit was. So you'll be all right. And it's like once you do get through this, oh my God, you're gonna take off. When I tell you to take off, you're gonna be so ahead of your time once this, like, once you get up out of this, all right? Damn, I haven't even like gotten to y'all's actual cards, which is wild. Somebody childish. I don't know what that is, but I just I just heard that. So, okay. He said you can't unsee it, you grieve and realize what the heck happened. That's the stage you're in now. Yeah. 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 It's embarrassing. It's humbling. Especially when you realize your friends saw it already. Like, bitch, it never happened, okay? It's just, I'm back. Okay? But you know, your real friends, they was waiting for you. They was waiting for you. They was like, girl, boy, we got you. Don't worry. We went through it too. You know? And don't let nobody make you feel bad, because I promise you, the ones that'll try to make you feel some kind of way about it, going through it themselves, or they next. So, you know, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. But I will say it builds character like nothing else. And you will come out on top. You will come out on top. I promise you. And they won't. Baby, you walk around being insufferable, I promise you, you will suffer. You walk around, oh, me. I can't bring happiness to anyone. I can't even bring happiness to myself. You know, you walk around being the problem, being the victim constantly. Okay, people not gonna like you. All right. What is this poverty card about? You could be, yeah, something about being stressed about work. Is this what you're going through right now? It's something about being very stressed. Maybe something is just starting, or there's like a split screen effect going on in the cards here. It's like maybe one person is like really excited to get up and go to work, and the other person's like, oh, I don't know what this is, but it's like somebody is feeding off of the other or something like that. This is giving narcissistic uh abuse. Cause it's like you'll be good to go. Like you could be walking around, you got good energy and stuff like that. And then you sit there and sleep with somebody who is the devil. And or who operates in just a very low vibrational, suck you dry type of energy. And next thing you know, they're hopping around with your energy. They running off with your stuff. Okay. And now you're the one that's stressed at work. And so it's like some kind of mirroring, turn the tables effect that's happening. And you need to pay attention to that. Okay. You're not supposed to be stressed all the time. Okay. I mean, it can't be good for you. So for some of y'all, yeah, you said also at your workplace. Yeah, it could be somebody at your job. They think they about to give you a hard time every day. No, you will not. You are in control of you are in control as it pertains to you. So it's like you ever seen people I remember growing up in church, we had this revival. And I thought it was just like a Christian church thing, or you got to be super holy and stuff like that. No, you just got to be connected to God. You got to be tapped in, and you got to do what you got to do to be tapped in, and that's a process. Okay. Um, but I remember the guest preacher that came into the church, and when I tell you, it was women that had they breast they had their little cleavage and stuff like that. When this man walked through, they baby conviction was in these people as this man walked through. Like, oh, let me put the cigarette out. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. You can do that too. What you're not gonna do is stress me out every time I walk into this office. And you could say that it's like, I don't know. You could end up manifesting yourself into a whole nother job, all right, in this way. But you it's like your confidence, God, your ancestors, everybody, it precedes you. Peace precedes me. When I walk in, the peace is already there. Respect precedes me. Okay, put respect on my name precedes me. Before I walk in the door, you knew I was coming. And you're gonna treat me right, or you're gonna get out of my way. And that's that. That's the kind of attitude that you gotta have about yourself. And you can only really do that when you tap in to source. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're perfect and you never cuss and you never wear your cleavage out and shit like that. But you're going to put respect on my name, and you don't have a choice because I'm in control as it pertains to me, not others. Not others. You can't control how people treat others, but you can control how people treat you. Or you can get them out of your way. And you don't have to lift a finger to do that. Okay? Because what you're not going to do is disturb me, my time. I got to be here for 10 hours. Okay? The last thing I'm about to do is play with you. Because at the end of the day, even if you're not the manager or whatever the situation is, I've been in too many situations where I'm like, fudge. Oh, I don't want to deal with this person. But I remember I carried this book with me. I carried this book with me, honey. As soon as I saw somebody was about to be a problem, I said, come on, James. It's going to be me and you, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And I would read a little passage of it every morning because I said, God, I have a battle. I have a battle. Every time I go into this workplace, I have a battle. And I got somebody that's trying to pull me into it. I got somebody who is not happy with themselves. I got somebody who is angry at the world, and it's everybody's fault because it could never be me. I am the great. You know what I'm saying? Just one of those situations. And I said, God, this is gonna be tough. But I would read little passages out of it. And sometimes I would act like I was reading and I wasn't reading. Because you want to get somebody to leave you alone, pick up a book. If they see you on your phone, they will disturb you in a heartbeat. But if they see you reading a book, they're gonna respect it. I don't know what that is. But baby, it's not always technology that's gonna win in this life, honey. You gotta keep it simple. So get somebody out your damn face, because that's kind of what it's giving. Remember that they are not the ones that are in control. You just met this mother. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but you need to speak up. All right. Even if this is the narcissistic, whatever. You could be in a relationship with. It doesn't matter what the relationship is with this person. You got to take your power back because you have to remember who's in charge. And it's not neither one of y'all. Okay? Maya Angelou said, when I walk in here, I got all my people with me. Everybody who's ever loved you, everybody who's ever poured into you, everyone that has passed on and passed the baton to you, I bring all 4,000 with me. And that's the energy that they felt when that man walked into the room. He brought everybody with him. He brought everybody with him. You're not going to bother me. We deep. All right? You see God standing behind me? He looks scary, don't he? Yeah. So it's something like that. It's something like that, honey. Stand up. Stand up. Because you clashing with somebody right now. There's somebody that you clashing with. There's a lot of incompatibilities, and it could be pushing you to leave. Okay? It could be pushing you to. I just told this to Taurus. Sometimes you gotta let people deal with their demons. It's not all about you helping or whatever like that, honey. People, this person don't want to be saved. This person don't want to be saved. You know? And even if you tried to save them, they resent you. Okay? You could be dealing with another Gemini. I got Sagittarius, Taurus. What's the incompatibility? Yeah, it's like dependence. Don't leave. It's not giving love. It's not giving love. This is like somebody who don't want you to get too much attention, even though you're the one that's like literally conjuring the attention. I don't know what that is. It's the song Bad and Bougie is playing. This person is like, I don't know. But we're not doing that. I heard broken bougie. We're not doing that. I got poverty here and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. But they don't want you to go nowhere. Wait, Eight of Wands. Wait. What did I just see? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. But don't leave though, because I need you. I'm not gonna make it easy to be around me or anything like that, but don't leave. What do you mean? Where are you going? And that's when you see the softness. That's when the perk comes back. But I want you to think of that perk as like a perk, like a pill. You know, people out here croaking behind the perk. All right. This is like a drug. It's like you get high once you get the little perk, and then that fall is tough. Okay. And then it hits your bank account pretty tough too once you get addicted to the wrong, to anything. Okay. So I don't know what this is, Gemini, but hell no. Okay. The way you shine just irritates the hell out of somebody. It just have all their demons talking to them. Somebody could have, okay, all right, it's not a lot. There's something going on up there. It's not your business. Don't make it your business or your problem because it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be your problem, to be honest with you. Okay. Okay. So focus on yourself. I don't know what this is, baby, but it's like you could really have it going on. All right. A lot of stability, and you could have a relationship with God too. Like some of y'all could be tapped in. And somebody hates that. They hate it. I'll never forget I was dealing with one of those personality types. And baby, when I tell you I was down, like it was a lot going on, like with work. Things weren't coming in as fast as they used to. Of course, I had myself occupied with another job, but it just things weren't rolling the way they used to. And then they started. All of a sudden, it was like bing, 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 bing. Opportunities started popping up. And I'll never forget, I was like, oh my God, I got 2 jobs now. Like I was really excited about it. And I kind of was in my own world, but this person was sitting right next to me. I'm supposed to be my man. Supposed to be my man. And I never forget the look on his face when I turned around here. And I said, fix your fucking face. I never forget. I turned into his auntie real quick. What's wrong with you? You make twice as much as I do. And that was the beginning of the end. Have you lost your mind? You're not happy for me? Why am I here? Like it kind of, you should be the one that's mad. You know what I mean? You should be the one that gets upset when you see something like that. Because for me, I wasn't as wrapped up in their stuff as I could have been because I always maintain my independence in the relationship. I wasn't asking him for nothing. I wasn't depending on him financially. I was holding my own. It just things were slower, when we were talking in the beginning. But then when things started to pick up, I was like, oh, you hating? Bet. You just made it real easy for me. So it's like when you notice stuff like that, you need to be the one that's like, don't ignore stuff like that with people. I couldn't believe it. You really irritate somebody, and you need to ignore them. All right? Shine that light right on their ass. Because that's what I did. Look at you. Look at your face. Look at how you're acting. And then he hit the smile real quick. But I saw you though. And it's gross what I just noticed about you. And I can't unsee it. And I won't. I won't forget it. I choose to remember. The hell? It was the ickiest feeling I think I've ever felt in a romantic relationship. And I've been cheated on, but that was the ickiest. Because it's like, damn, you're supposed to be on my team. As much as I've supported you. So, yeah. If y'all dealing with anything like this, please leave. Life has been so much better since. I promise. Please leave. And this person is going to be a very valuable lesson for them because, ew. Why are you doing that? And don't get me wrong. Is it normal to be like, man, I guess, like, let's say you see someone getting married and you're like, oh, I can't wait until I get married. That's a normal thing. But to sit there and why they get married? Why they want to marry them? Blah, 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 blah. Bitch, if jealousy was a person, you can't be like that. You can't, that's not a good train of thought for you. It's not a good look. It doesn't feel good. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes that. And I promise you, the people who would join in on that conversation, they don't like you. They don't like themselves. This is going to be somebody you used to love. That's who this person is going to end up in your book. It's going to be somebody that you used to love, that you realized didn't really love you. You don't know what love is. Okay, that's this person, and I'm not dealing with it. So let's do it all signs. Let's do in all signs. There's a resurrection that's happening for you. I don't know what that means, but I think it's you rising like a phoenix, rising from the ashes. Yeah, you're going to get yourself back. You're going to get yourself back. And you'll be better for this experience. So if you're dealing with an Aries, it was easier to lie to you with this Aries. It was easier to lie to you. There's something that they wish that they could take back. If you're dealing with a Taurus, there was a karmic partner interference. This person could have been cheating. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they love all the things about you, honey. They think you are just totes my goats, okay? The whole package. If you're dealing with a Cancer, you put this person in their place and they not used to stuff like that. They not used to stuff like that. They don't like being humbled. If you're dealing with a Leo, they want to have intercourse with you. Okay, they miss it. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this person look at their phone every day hoping that you text them, DM them, poke, honey, email, Gmail, something. Just call me. If you need someone to talk to, if you're dealing with a Libra, they want to come clean about something because they don't want to lose you for good. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, this Scorpio tried to replace you, but that didn't work out. So it's like they've been fighting the fact that they're in love with you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, you ain't heard the last of this person. They feel like y'all got unfinished business. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is somebody who's very romantic. They want to get together like old times, but with no strings attached. Like they don't want to be too involved. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, they regret it. Ooh, the grass wasn't greener at all. If you're dealing with a Pisces, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with the Pisces tonight. But they don't like the fact that you put them in their place. They don't like the fact that you didn't put up with their shit. This person has a very big ego and you crushed it. But they respect you. They respect you because you didn't put up with that shit. So I love you, Gemini. I hope you love the reading. If you do, like the video and hype me up if you still got some hypes left. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.